What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Hopefully, everyone had an amazing weekend. What a football Sunday. I just can't believe how my Giants game ended. Absolutely disgusting. They blew the lead. The extra point kicker, he missed 2 extra points. We technically should have won the game by 1. We lost by 1. It was just a nightmare. What a roller coaster. My little heart can't handle it. But you know what? Our quarterback, Dart, looks good. Scatterbo, he looks good. We got a good little future coming. But folks, you're not gonna believe this video. I'm serious. What's happening behind the scenes right now? It feels like the final setup. The moves that are being made from the Fed to politicians to billion-dollar investors are all converging at the same exact time. We got a former governor trying to turn New York City into a blockchain capital. We got Trump talking about a $20 trillion investment that is incoming. And the Federal Reserve is literally holding a closed door meeting tomorrow. Do you think it's random? Come on now. These aren't coincidences. This is coordination. And the thread that ties it all together, the quiet, regulated liquidity layer is Ripple and XRP. Let's break down exactly what's happening, because by the end of this video, folks, you're going to see why I believe that this is Ripple's biggest move yet. Welcome back, folks, to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. Hey, if you're new around here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you come back for some more of that good info, that real good info, hey, hit the thumbs up. It is the ultimate way to support the channel. It is free. And you help me out in the algorithms. So without further ado, let's jump into a Bitcoin back above 110,000, trying to get up to 111. It's up over 2.46%. ETH back over 4K, coming in at a 1.88 gain in the past 24 hours. And XRP, yeah, buddy, it's coming in at $2.46. It is up almost 3%. Total cryptocurrency market cap, 3.65 trillion. As your average crypto RSI, well, it's pretty much neutral at this point, 46.43, which is, hey, you know what? That is okay with me, because price is going up and RSI wants to remain neutral. I like what I'm seeing. Here's your XRP chart. We talked about it yesterday. We got a little bit of green today. That V looks like it's playing out. I mean, we nailed this TA yesterday. We're going to continue to nail. That's what we do around here. So what are we looking at? I mean, it's pretty simple what we're seeing on this XRP chart, right? It looks like a mid-trend correction after a strong rally in the summer. It's exactly what it looks like. We had a big impulse up. You can see it started right around here, July-ish, right? You can see it rip to the upside. Then we had a multi-month consolidation, a sharp flush out, which is caused by Binance. And now we're trying to reclaim structure to the upside. Right? It seems pretty freaking textbook to me. Major support we're looking at on this thing is going to be right around where this wick was, 220. And the reason that's going to be our major support is because that's where our breakout started back in July. Your major resistance is going to sit as we approach that $3 mark, right? $3. It's always been an issue for us. $3 to $4. Always been a problem. Local support on it, 235, where this V-shaped recovery really got going right in these last 3 green circles. We're wedged between 235 and 280 currently. I mean, this is a classic recovery setup after capitulation. This is a textbook chart is what we are looking at here. If we can clear 280 with volume, well, guess what? Lock in, strap in, because that is what we call a bullish reversal pattern. It's a little inverse head and shoulders or a rounded bottom. You probably heard those two, right? If we go below 235, just get ready, because we're going to have one more flush. Around 210 to 290 would be your possible targets. Short term, neutral, bullish on this thing, right? Nothing's crazy until we get above 280. Midterm, well, we still got to digest what is going on out there. I think we're in accumulation phase. But long term, hey man, break $3, sky's the limit. We are going to absolutely fly, and that is coming. Cointelegraph put this out. Andrew Cuomo, he plans to create a chief innovation role for blockchain and AI initiatives. Now, most people, they don't understand what this actually means. They're just going to keep on scrolling. But let's look at this, because this is where it starts. This is about innovation. This is about control and integration. New York, they've been a testing ground for every major financial reform in U.S. history, from stock exchange to banking regulations, and now they're positioned as ground zero for blockchain finance. And who do you think's been laying the groundwork for compliance, regulation, and settlement of banks for over a decade? Who do you think is the reason that the SEC is backing off of crypto in the United States? The answer is Ripple. It's very simple. Ripple was the only company that stood up and fought the SEC, as the rest of these exchanges, they either fled the US and never come back, or they just paid a fine. Don't believe me? Go look it up. It's all true. Kumo's move, look, this isn't isolated. This is phase one of merging city level governance with blockchain rails. This is a soft rollout before the Fed, before their implementation begins. Think of it as a public facing trial balloon for the coming digital dollar system. That's right, you will see a digital dollar system at some point. And when that system expands nationally, it's going to need a compliant, battle tested settlement bridge. Who's already working with the banks, folks? Who's already working with the regulators and governments worldwide? You already know that your answer to that question is XRP. And then President Trump, he drops a bomb. He says it could be 20 trillion of investments in America by the end of the year. Listen.
Chips. I put big tariffs on chips unless they're made here. There's no tariff if they make them here. And all those companies are coming back from Taiwan. They're coming back from all over the world. And they're coming back fast. You know better than anybody else, $17 trillion. It could be $20 trillion by the end of the first year, my first year.
Investment in America.
Investing in America, $20 trillion. No country's ever done anywhere even near that, like a fraction of that. Biden did less than $1 trillion in 4 years. I did 20 trillion. We're going to do over 17 trillion in 8 months. By the time we end, we could do over $20 trillion. There's never, in China, no matter where you go, there's never been anything like it. We are building up something that's unbelievable. And a big part of that are the tariffs.
Look, it says it's linked to tariffs, but here's the thing. Capital just doesn't appear out of thin air, right? That money got to move from somewhere, and it's looking for yield. Infrastructure, yes. Manufacturing, maybe. But the hidden layer, we all know it. It's digital finance. This is how institutional money moves. They never say it outright. They say investments, but they're talking about restructuring the entire financial system under US control using blockchain rails that prevent capital flight, and they speed up your global liquidity. You don't drop a $20 trillion figure unless the pipes are already built to move that money instantly. And Ripple's been building those pipes quietly with the same institutions that will benefit the most when the system flips. You don't believe it? Go look. Go look at the names of the institutions that are going to be speaking at Ripple's Swell event about 3 weeks away. Look at those institutions and their connections back to the White House and to presidents. It gets pretty crazy, folks. Think about it. If America's about to re-industrialize using blockchain as the settlement layer, Ripple's XRP ledger, it becomes the foundation for cross-border value transfer. Trump's not just here talking about money. He is telegraphing the start of a liquidity war. And Ripple, they're the only player already operating at scale. And then we get this. This is where it all comes together. Tomorrow, October 21st, the Federal Reserve is hosting its Payments and Digital Asset Innovation Conference. Are you ready for this lineup? Chainlink, Paxos, Circle, Coinbase, sitting side by side with BNY Mellon, Fifth Third Bank, and JP Morgan representatives. This isn't a conference. It is a coordination meeting for the new financial system, for the new financial architecture. When Chainlink's there, you know data is being connected across chains. When Circle's there, you know stablecoin rails are being laid. When you see Paxos in the room, you're talking about tokenized cash is being standardized. And Coinbase, that's going to be a retail access layer being finalized. All that is missing from this is a bridge asset, one that can connect every single one of those systems. And guess who's already proven that they can do that? With central banks. with commercial banks, with regulators worldwide. That is Ripple, everyone. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the quiet merger between TradeFi and DeFi. They are building the backbone for instant cross-border liquidity, and the only thing that completes it is XRP. Let that sink in for a second. And as all that is going down, here's the actual meeting itself. Probably should have pulled this up. You can see it. You see Franklin Templeton's going to be there, BlackRock, JP Morgan's all going down. Big old meeting, big old, kind of out of nowhere. I mean, I didn't hear about this until this morning. You know what I mean? But as all this is going down, look at this. The amount of Chainlink that is being accumulated all of a sudden is kind of scary. 30 wallets just pulled 116 million in Chainlink off Binance. Huh. Interesting, right? And they're going to be at this meeting. And Ripple is connected with Chainlink. Remember, Chainlink and Ripple, they're not competitors. One moves data, the other moves the value. So let's zoom out for a second. We got Como setting up a blockchain hub in New York. Trump is hinting at 20 trillion in capital flow. The Fed's hosting a meeting with the biggest names in crypto infrastructure. And Wales, they're quietly moving coins off exchanges. If you still think this is a coincidence, you're just not paying attention. This isn't coming soon. It is already on the way. The money is shifting. The rails are all being connected. And Ripple, the company that's been building for this exact moment since 2012, they are sitting dead center as the bridge. They told us for years what's coming, folks. We just didn't realize the timeline has already started. So when the next headline drops and the world suddenly discovers XRP, I want you to remember, you were here early. You saw the setup, and now it's happening. Stay tuned, because in the next video, I'm going to show you who's actually funding this new digital asset infrastructure and why all roads, every single one of them, why they all lead back to Ripple. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch all y'all on the next one.